What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is part 2 of the BMW series. In the last video, we tried to get the engine running. We tried to get it to turn over. It did not turn over, but if you didn't watch that video, go check it out. And yeah, so after that, you'll see where we're at today. And today we're gonna take the head off. I'll show you what the cylinder walls look like, show you what the head looks like, and yeah, we'll go from there. But this first part is actually yesterday I had started working on it, tore it down, but today we're going to get it finished up. We're going to go over the head and see about disassembling that, and then we'll take it to the machine shop. So yeah, say hi to the pup. Tucker Nut. So that's Tucker, but yeah, so let's get to work. Alright guys, so it's currently the next day. It's really bright out here, but I got the head off, so I'm just wanted to show y'all the carnage that I found. This had a blown head gasket and just got neglected. I guess that's why they sat it, and yeah, so they just left it with the water in the cylinders, and it does not look great. I don't know if y'all can see that, it's kind of hard, but yeah. So it got cold last night, so there's ice still in the cylinder, but it's just, oh my goodness. Yeah, so these are notorious for head gaskets. The bolts stretch. So really not that expensive of a fix, I guess. It might have been at the time, or they just didn't have the money at the time. But yeah, so I'm gonna clean the cylinders out, see how bad the actual wall is, but most likely I'm gonna have to replace, I'm gonna have to get the cylinder rebored, possibly oversized. Hopefully I can just get it cleaned, but most likely oversized. So yeah, we'll get to cleaning, and I'll show y'all kind of I guess the result, and then I'll go over the head with y'all in a little bit, so stay tuned. Okay, so don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, there's quite a bit of pitting, so probably gonna have to get them bored out. Probably do not too big. I don't want to go as big as I can go, just in case something happens. I need to get it bored out again, so I'll probably just do the next step up. I don't know sizes on these. I'll have to talk to the machine shop on that. But yeah, that's one thing to be wary of if you're looking to buy a E28 or something like that. These are notorious for head gaskets. So honestly, I would probably look into one that has a blown head gasket. You can probably get it cheaper. Head gaskets are cheap. If you go Felpro, if you go OEM, it's like a couple $100. But I mean, to take the head off, you can do it yourself. Honestly, it's not that hard. And then there's a lot of good videos on YouTube about how to readjust the valves, how to do everything with the head. So I'll probably do one of my own, honestly, just with the series, make it easier. But yeah, so head's super easy to take off, super easy to put on. There's really nothing to them. So if you get one with a blown head gasket, get it cheap enough. Oh, hell of a deal. So that's kind of what happened on this one. The engine didn't turn over, so I got a really good deal on it. Even if it needed an engine, like if I needed to replace a whole long block, I'd still would be coming out on top. So yeah, but that's enough for that. I'll show you all the head, see how bad the head is. Okay, so that's what the block looked like. And then this, this is the head. So water did get up here. Looks like just the intake side. Intake, the springs, rockers, covered. Not terrible. They still sell all these parts, so this one's pretty clean. But let's spin it, and yeah, you'll see how much water actually got in. And it didn't help that they took the spark plugs and left them out, so humidity got in there. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to drive these the rest of the way out. They didn't want to come off. The head bolts, everything else actually looks pretty good. But yeah, let's see if I can get in the valve. I don't think I have enough light. Let me see if I can. Alright, so let's see. Now it's gonna be too bright. I don't know if y'all can see, but the ports are actually really good. Looks like the valve seals may have been replaced at one time, because there's not really a whole lot of that one has some water in it. Like, they look really clean, the valves and the valve seats. Let's turn that back off. Front's not too built up. I mean, like I said, this car only had 120,000 miles on it. Not even. I think it's like 112,000. So everything looks, it might have had an oil pressure sensor leak. Everything looks pretty good other than the typical head gasket just failed and flooded it with water. But we're gonna take this apart, so that's gonna be the rest of this video. I don't want to lay it on that valve. That's gonna be the rest of this video. I'm gonna take the head apart and so we're gonna take rockers off, rocker shafts out, oil feed off. We're gonna take the cam out, and of course these two bolts, and then that should be it for them. Then they'll be able to pressure test it, see if it has any leaks in the valve seats. They'll clean it, and they'll resurface it. So we'll have pretty much a completely back to original looking head, surface wise. It'll be clean, and then we'll go see if I can. They sell these springs, so I might just get all new springs. These look good down here, but I might get some just in case. I might have to get, depending on if I can clean these up, might have to get new rockers. But hopefully I won't have to get new valves, but if they have to do a valve job, then we'll let them do that. But I mean, hopefully the surface rust, it doesn't look like it's too bad, but hopefully that can get cleaned off, so it won't be too expensive for me to repair this. We'll hope. But let's get to tearing this apart, and then we'll get it shipped off to the machine shop. They should have it turn around in about a day, they said. But I mean, it doesn't matter because I still need to take the block off. But let's put this camera back on there, and then we'll start taking the head off. Okay, so now we're gonna drive out the rocker shafts. Just using an extension. I don't have one quite long enough, so I'm gonna have to add another extension on top. But just so you don't damage your rocker shafts, I always put some duct tape or like a little cap, a little rubber cap, and yeah, that's it. So we're just gonna drive them out with this. They should come out pretty easy, but we'll find out. So we'll drive them out, see how they look, and go from there. Okay, so what I just realized I forgot to mention, before you drive the camshaft, or not the camshaft, the rocker arm shaft out, you need to take the little retainer, little snap rings. These aren't like the smaller heads. These actually have individual snap rings holding each individual rocker arm onto the shaft. The other ones just had, I think, a little clip, and the rocker arms actually just free floated, and then you had little retainers that just slid on. These are not like that. These actually have snap rings, and I'll show you all that right now. So these, you pull back, you see that little snap ring right here. You need to take those off, and then this will slide off with it. I already got these off, but if you don't, I'll show you. I have a broken one right here. You will break that retainer, and yeah, have fun trying to find that. But that's all it is. You just pull these back. You might have to rotate the cam to get these out. But yeah, just take tension off those, pull these back, take those clips off, and then you can drive the actual shaft itself out. So we'll get back to getting this side, those clips off, and then we'll just drive both off, and I'll go from there. Okay, so these are a bit more stuck than I had anticipated and hoped for. But the concept is, if you take those pins out, take those clips off, take that cover off, you can drive them pretty easy. The rocker shafts you can drive out pretty easy, and then the rocker arms just come off one at a time as soon as you get past them. But I might just have the machine shop go ahead and do this, because like I said, it's a bit harder than I had anticipated. But if it's your car that had been running for a while, this just has a lot of built up old oil, so that's why the head bolts were actually stuck. I don't know if y'all can see, but head bolts, they were stuck just from gummed up old oil. So that's probably what's happening with these. The rocker shafts are just stuck. So we'll just let the machine shop do it. I will go ahead and get new ones ordered though. And like I said, I'll probably get at least the intake side, the new springs, the retainer springs. And then I'll have to go ahead and get, probably have to get some new retainer clips just in case those break or those broke. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of taking a head apart, is at least on this style block. Like I said, the other ones, they kind of just had, I think, just little like fork looking things. Not too sure, but like I said, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. This is just my video on this style head, and for this car, like I said, it could be different for yours, but they're pretty much the same in how easy they come off. But this one is giving me a little trouble just because how long it sat. So probably gonna end it here, and the next video will be the head all cleaned up, and hopefully I'll find a place to take the engine out, and then we get that one all cleaned up, and we'll go from there. But that's it for this video, for this series, and the next video. Hope y'all will tune in. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked it. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Go ahead, subscribe, and stay tuned for the rest of the series. It's going to be great. Thank you.